Hello everyone, my name is Elon Musk. I was born on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa. My father, Errol Musk, was a mechanical engineer, and my mother, May Musk, was a model and dietitian. I often spent hours alone, absorbed in books or projects, imagining the future before anyone else could. As a child, I was not like other kids. While others played outside, when I was a kid, I would be reading encyclopedias or coding on my computer. At age 10, I encountered a computer for the first time, and it completely fascinated me. I insisted my father buy one, and with only 5 KB of memory and a basic programming workbook, I started learning what would take most children 6 months to learn. I completed it in 3 days, without sleep. It was in those moments that I realized my mind worked differently. I am intensely focused, visualizing entire worlds, ideas, and inventions inside my head. At age 12, I created my first video game, Blaster. It was a space shooter, where a player controlled a spaceship and destroyed alien ships. I sold the game for $500, and that became my first taste of entrepreneurship. And that creativity combined with technology could truly change lives. Despite my fascination with technology, my childhood was not easy. I was badly bullied at school. On one occasion, a group of students threw me down a flight of stairs, leaving me hospitalized. My mind was often misunderstood, and I had very few friends. But every challenge became a lesson: resilience, focus, and the drive to push forward even when others doubted me. My family faced challenges as well. My parents divorced when I was young, but I chose to stay with my father for a time, learning the value of independence and responsibility. Even in these moments, I kept dreaming. I believed that the world was full of opportunities for those willing to take risks and work tirelessly. By the time I reached my teenage years, I realized that South Africa would never be enough for my ambitions. I wanted to see the world, and I wanted to create on a global scale. So at 17, I moved to Canada to begin my journey toward America. I lived with relatives, worked odd jobs, and started paving the way for a life dedicated to technology and innovation. In Canada and later in the United States, I co-founded my first company, Zip2, which helped businesses create online directories and maps. It was a revolutionary idea at the time, and we worked day and night. I wrote code while my brother Kimball went door to door convincing businesses to list their services. By 1999, Compaq acquired Zip2 for $37 million, and I received $22 million. But I did not stop there. The world had only begun to open its doors to my ideas. Next came XCOM, which eventually merged into PayPal. Lessons were invaluable, understanding finance, the internet, entrepreneurship, and human behavior. In 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion, and I had $180 million at 31 years old. But even then, the real challenge awaited, a vision far beyond financial success. Reaching space and building a sustainable future on Earth and beyond. Space had always fascinated me. The rockets were expensive, unreliable, and slow. We realized that if humanity wanted to survive and expand, we needed private innovation to make space exploration sustainable. That was the birth of SpaceX. SpaceX was not easy. The first 3 Falcon 1 launches failed. Millions of dollars burned. But I believed, and I knew that failure is part of success. In December 2008, Falcon 1 reached orbit, making SpaceX the first private company to achieve such a feat. NASA awarded us a $1.6 billion contract, and that changed everything. Tesla, too, was at the brink of bankruptcy, but we pushed forward. Sustainable energy and electric cars could revolutionize transportation. By 2026, SpaceX is preparing for a new launch that will redefine space travel. Rockets are reusable, Starship is getting ready to take humans to Mars, and Starlink satellites are bringing internet access. Every step we take is guided by one principle: to create a future generations can be proud of. Throughout my life, I have faced obstacles, failures, and criticism. But every challenge reinforced one truth: the future belongs to those who dare to create it. Technology, innovation, and vision are the tools. Persistence and courage are the keys. 2026 will mark a milestone not just for SpaceX, Tesla, and AI, but for humanity's journey into the future. This is my story, and it continues.
After years of building companies, dreaming, and failing, 2026 marks one of the most important years of my life and career. It is not just about rockets, electric cars, or AI. It is about showing the world that humanity can achieve the impossible. SpaceX has grown far beyond what anyone imagined. Our Starship is now capable of carrying hundreds of passengers into space. Rockets land autonomously, reducing cost and increasing reliability. Starlink satellites provide internet to the most remote corners of the world, from the deserts of Africa to the mountains of Nepal. We are bridging the digital divide, connecting billions and creating a platform for global knowledge and communication. Tesla is no longer just a car company. We are redefining transportation on Earth. The Model S, X, 3, and Y have proven electric vehicles can be fast, stylish, and practical. Energy solutions like Powerwall and solar panels are changing the way homes and businesses consume electricity. By 2026, we are moving toward fully autonomous driving and creating a world where sustainable energy is the norm, not the exception.
It takes a break and then comes back after the break. I love that.